after my game quits fucking up on me.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Fuck yeah.
Let's do this.
You sure? I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto.
Let's do this.
The robber.
Just
Fuck you, the robber.
do the rest.
I robbed you once, and then you live in my town for some reason.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay.
Yeah, of course
Scanning
it's just
for
there
the
for
Institute
decoration.
Signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Okay. What do you want me to do now, buddy? Hold on to my balls? Welcome to the Institute. I leveled up. That's easy. Whoa, this weird looking place. How much weight do I have on me? Oh, I can carry 20 more pounds of things. Okay. Do. Scissors. An undamaged camera.
Hello.
Father? Network scan. I love how you can add things to this game, or this terminal shit. It's not just a terminal anymore, it's like everything. Oh, hey, I need that back.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
So are you. Father.
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Alright, I guess. Institutionalized. Enter the elevator. What the fuck does the clean room suit look like? Oh, fuck yeah. Definitely wearing this shit now. Does it come with gloves? Yes. Yes. Yes, we're doing this. Meryl. Welcome to the elevator. I really thought the elevator would go
I
up
can
to
only imagine what you've heard. What you think of us.
I think you killed my
I'd like to show
fucking
you
wife.
that you may have the wrong impression.
Dude, you killed my wife. Where are you? I'll punch you right now. Come on. Oh, that's not a punch.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do.
Crack.
For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, Countless experiments and trials. A shared vision of how science
Murder of
can
my
help
wife
shape
and
the
kidnapping
future.
of my son.
It has never been easy. And our
Hey.
actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait.
Really? Another fucking
You are here
elevator?
for a specific,
Now we're going back up. This is
very
fucking
personal
stupid.
reason. You are here for your son.
Yes. Where's Sean? Sean! Ooh. Applicator. Spanner. Ear examiner. Tweezers. I don't know why I'm taking all this, but I am. Ooh, radio.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean?
You look like a spitting image of me.
It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's
It's
going
me.
on? What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes,
What's going on?
it's me.
Father?
Your dad.
Father!
I'm here, Sean.
I don't know you.
It'll be okay,
Go
Sean.
away.
I'm
Father,
here now.
Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Huh? Open the door!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
What?
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Dude, you sent how many people to kill me?
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am
What?
Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
You were
They
stolen.
stole you. Kidnapped you. wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant.
How was Kellogg
It was
alive? Oh, he might
necessary.
have been a synth.
The Institute
Or some-
believed
I don't know.
humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics, used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Don't
I don't
believe you.
believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're
You're
lying.
lying.
I know,
I know
it.
it.
Why would I lie? What would I have to gain from it? I assure you, this is the truth. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
All right. Let's talk then.
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg.
He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You used them?
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother.
Mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
The Institute.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprise? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now,
people.
after all these years, you have an opportunity to help
The
with
people.
that. Doesn't that intrigue you?
Not really.
Isn't that what you want?
No. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Things
Agree.
are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Why
The
not?
Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Dr.
They've all
Lee.
been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss
Is Dr.
what
Lee
comes
from
next.
Washington? DC? Can I play with little Robo Sean? Can I get that med kit actually from in there? Come on.
No use.
There's a lot of shit in here. Nothing I really want though yet. Sean's terminal password. Do 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 do. I probably should go up there. Do do do. There's a lot of fucking medkits around this area, and I don't understand why. And a broken light bulb in a drawer, but that's usually what people do. Put broken light bulbs in drawers. It's ooh. It's a pretty cool shower. You can sit on the toilet. It's kind of cool. Let's go downstairs. Go all the way down.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Normal.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical system. We maintain and upgrade all of the... There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget.
Sure looks like
When
it.
necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
I kinda do.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Sure. Let's take...
Boosted plasma sniper rifle. Of course, their uniform. Whoa, this is whoa. Experiment 18A. You guys really don't have much. You have a lot for sins, but not me.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths
bumping into walls. All right. That's all for now. You can resume your duties.
If you encounter requests, should be directed to the Facilities Division immediately.
Doctor.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a... I lose sleep worrying about when the next black...
Looks like everything's running great. I'd say you're doing your job.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to be appreciated. Most people... It's the kind of work that only gets noticed when something goes wrong, if you know what I mean. There's some stuff I need to check on.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Your brothers tried to kill me.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
Let's go to robotics. I like being in the robots area.
Come now, Alan, it could have been anything. It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. The fine motor control software could use an update.
If it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movement. You just don't want to admit to it.
If you're about to launch into one of your big passions,
excuse me, I got reports
artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Hell, I can write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable. Glad you made it in this machine. So we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Doctor, you know where to find the temple.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Wait, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science and philosophy. And well, remember that.
Hello. Welcome. Please, step this way for processing.
If you ask me, the synth software could use a little more debugging. Doctor, you've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
Not superior to me.
Superior to me.
You might not think so now, but just wait. You've only seen a fraction of what our synths can do. Like I said,
Oh, momentous time. Yeah, I heard you.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Oh shit, I could load it.
Welcome. Please,
Did I turn
step
off
this
the
way for processing.
Today is full of possibilities.
Hey, Doc.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. Sean is most pleased, I'm sure. He's been quite anxious. If you require anything, as...
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
Hello. Welcome. Please, we're processing.
That's crazy. They have addict all, just in case anyone gets addicted to anything.
Good day.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet...
It'll take some time.
I'm so glad to hear you say so. And you should know that many of us consider it a...
Sure. Excuse me.
Greetings, sir.
SRB.
Have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
You know I do.
What now?
They're dragging
Pardon
their
me.
feet on the targeting package
Report
upgrades I
anything
asked
suspicious
for.
to
Maybe
the
I should take some
SRT.
courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me,
Please
Alana?
don't get
My
any
methods get
germs on
results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.